I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that the Alzheimer's Project saved my life. You know, there's a lot of research around the fact that caregivers often get very ill or die before the person they're caring for. And there's no question in my mind I would have either gotten very ill or worse. The stress associated with caring with someone with Alzheimer's is unbelievable. It's the hardest thing I've ever done. I think a lot of people think that Alzheimer's is just about people repeating questions over and over, and that's the least of it. It's the panic attacks that they go through, and the anxiety, and when they don't remember who you are anymore or where they are, and don't know why they are in this place, even though it's the home you've lived in for 30 years. They don't know who you are and why you have them there, and will strike out, will try and run away. The panic is unbelievable, and it's the stress associated with that as a caregiver is just the worst. My husband would, once we got outside the couple of blocks around our house, he no longer recognized any place where he was, and he would really get into a panic and undo his seatbelt and try and jump out of the car because he didn't know where we were, why I was taking him somewhere, who this person was. So it's that kind of stress of dealing with you don't know what from minute to minute. Every day is different. There's nothing the same. You get very little sleep. Towards the end of my husband's life, the last few months, we were averaging 45 minutes a night sleep. And it wasn't even 45 minutes in a row. The Alzheimer's Project gave me an opportunity to meet with other people in the support group meetings where I could bounce ideas off. I could share with people who understood what I'd been going through because they've been going through it too. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that the Alzheimer's Project saved my life. I'd say emotionally it allowed me to breathe periodically. It helped calm some of the frustration. A lot of people in the support groups talk about how guilty and bad they feel because they get frustrated and get angry and yell at their loved one, and they know they can't help it, but yeah, I mean, you're exhausted and you're frustrated, and so your emotions kind of get the better of you, and we beat ourselves up for it. I still do. 2.5 years later, I still deal with some of that guilt of yelling or losing my temper. Well, I found that the support group, the respite day, having a day to myself, and the support group meetings gave me emotionally some calm, and I eventually kind of worked my way through some of that kind of behavior. Spiritually, I'd say it gave me hope. I'm a spiritual person anyway, and I will say it tests you. Caring for an Alzheimer's person, it tests you. And I think it helped me reconnect spiritually, and it definitely calmed me. I think that as it impacted me, the transfer was to him. As I got calmer, or as I had different things to try, it made it easier for him. It made our communication smoother, easier. It made my understanding of what he was going through greater, so I ended up having greater patience. And I think that the ripple effect of what the Alzheimer's Project did for me really helped him. I love my relationship with the Alzheimer's Project right now. In addition to continuing to attend support group meetings, there are a number of people in our group, as I mentioned before, whose loved one has passed away, and they continue to come because they can share their wisdom and their experiences. And so when my husband passed, I thought, I need to do the same thing. So I come to support group meeting and participate in terms of just listening or offering ideas or just saying, oh God, yes, I know. We went through that too. Don't beat yourself up, which is what a lot of us do. The other thing that I'm doing that I really am loving, but boy is it hard, is I'm co-facilitating a support group meeting with a staff person from Alzheimer's Project. And honestly, when I thought I had it hard, I had it bad, wow. We have so many people who are young, single parents trying to raise a child and caring for an adult, a parent. It breaks my heart because I'd say most of them can't afford to pay for somebody to come in and help. Their parent is like just over the minimum line to get Medicaid support or any kind of financial help. So one of the people in our support group meeting, she's had to quit her job, which I had to do as well. My husband got very anxious when I wasn't visually in front of him. And so for his last year of his life, I had to quit because it upset him too badly for me to go out of his sight. And we have people in that support group meeting who are going through the same thing. It's a woman who quit her job because she and her 13-year-old are caring for her dad, who is in advanced stages, and it's too hard. So the services they get from the Alzheimer's Project, that's it. That's all that there is for them, and it is saving their lives. Absolutely. They say that to me all the time, and I get it, because that's what it did for me.